Good morning everyone. Today I will tell about the ecotone. Ecotone is a area that act as transition or ecotone is a area that act as transition or transition or boundary between the two ecosystems. So that means this is ecotone. Here is two types of ecosystems is there. So this is the terrestrial ecosystem. This is the aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem. This is the terrestrial ecosystem. So these terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem, between these area which is closely related to areas, which is closely related these two ecosystems. So there is a one boundary like structure is there. So this boundary is known as ecotone. So this is boundary or transition area. So this is the ecotone. This is the ecotone. So here there is a terrestrial and ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem also it has more species is there, as well as aquatic also there is a higher species of organisms is there. So that's why in between these area, that means this ecotone also it has higher organisms or more fauna and flora also is there. So that means this area is greater than, so there is a different type of organisms is present in this ecotone zone. So that means these act as a boundary like structure. So that is, this is act as a buffer zone. These act as a buffer zone. So which is it prevented different type of disasters also. So that is the nature of ecotone. Then here is these both ecosystem also. Both ecosystems also is different type of conditions is there, like environmental condition or like climate conditions also is there. So these all also influenced by these two boundaries, influenced by these ecotone. That means these ecotone organisms influenced by boundaries. That means ecotone area influenced by aquatic conditions as well as influenced by terrestrial conditions. So that means here these aquatic nature also is there. These also influenced this ecotone, as well as terrestrial climatic conditions also influenced these terrestrial also influenced. So that is the nature of ecotone. That is the nature of ecotone. That means here this ecotone is, sometimes if you observe there is a narrow, sometimes this place is wide also. There is a variety of species is present. So this is the area that is the best nesting place. Best nesting place. So that means if some environmental changes occurs in our nature, so that time here some birds or some different type of animals, some different type of organisms also, inside there is a inside there is a best nesting place. They are adapting this area, ecotone area, adapting for nesting place. Adapting for nesting place. So, in case there is a different type of natural disaster occurs, so that time also there are more higher flow of the bridge genes. So, bridge of the genes. So next one also is a bridge of the genes. Bridge of genes flowing from one generation to another generation. Bridge of flowing, one genes, a bridge of genes flowing one population to another population. So that is the best advantage of ecotone. So another one also is there. So that is the especially this is the act as a buffer zone. Act as a buffer zone. So this one also special thing of ecotone, buffer zone. So this is the major points of ecotone. So there is a which is higher species present inside the ecotone. So that means they are influenced by these narrow or wide like space. So that is known as edge effect. Edge effect. So these edge effect species is there. So those species also known as edge effect, edge species. Edge effect species also we are calling edge effect species. So especially here in this region we can able to see especially birds. So sometimes they are birds, they are migration one place to another place. So that time they are hiding here. So that time especially they want to some different type of warm place for nesting, for nesting eggs. So but that means they are laying their eggs. So that's why that time that eggs automatically here protection of this environment by this environment. So by this environment, so that's why this ecotone region is very important factor of especially birds. So that's why many times observe this area edge effect influenced by these birds. So that is the special thing of ecotone. So another one also is there. This is especially between terrestrial and aquatic. There is a different type of marine ecosystem and freshwater ecosystem also is there. That is the estuaries. Estuaries. This one marine and freshwater ecosystem. Marine and freshwater ecosystem. That area known as estuaries. Then marshlands. Marshland also between terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial aquatic also there is a that is the marshland. Next, wet and dry places also is there. That is the this is marshlands, wet and dry places. Next, another one also mangroves, mangrove forest. So mangrove forest also there is a freshwater ecosystem as well as terrestrial or forest. Terrestrial or forest ecosystem. Forest ecosystem is there and aquatic ecosystem also is there. Next one is grasslands. Grasslands between desert and forest or forest and desert. So these are major importance of ecotones. That is the estuaries. Estuaries means that is the which is area between marine and freshwater ecosystem, and marshland that is the between wet and dry or terrestrial or aquatic. Mangroves is forest and aquatic. Next, grasslands, forest and desert. So here is, suppose if you observe there is a mangroves, there is especially these are, if you observe these mangrove forest is there, especially they are marine and freshwater ecosystem. So that means for in especially forest regions is there. So forest regions is there. Sorry, here only mangroves. These are between forest and aquatic region. So that is a mangrove forest. So mangroves is that is the special mangrove is there. That is the Koringa. Koringa, uh, Koringa river is there. So Koringi river is there near Kakinada. That is the bay of some water also transition between this Koringa river and as well as forest is there. So that's why that is the mangrove forest. So that area known as mangroves. Okay. So this is the general thing of ecotone. Thank you.